My background in cybersecurity starts oddly, maybe not in cybersecurity. I had gone into the Marines. I wasn't sure if it'd be the FBI, CIA, maybe NSA, maybe work on Capitol Hill. But I really kind of kept coming back to my desire to travel and work abroad and beyond really highly specialized and highly focused teams. When I started my career in CIA on the Directorate of Operations side, that's covert portion of CIA, and I spent my entirety of my career in the Director of Operations in the DO on the covert action side. The Special Activity Center within CIA is the home of its covert action infrastructure, and that's where I spent the overwhelming majority of my time as a ground branch paramilitary officer. I want to try to be a part of building something, building a team, building some technology that can really accelerate the work that cyber operators are doing both inside the government and in the private sector. If you run a business, you run a data business, and we're all vulnerable now. There's never been a more important time to do that type of work. So for me, I felt like it was a logical and sort of natural next step to say, I just left 30 years of public service. And for me, the easy answer is cyber, right? I had seen it, the value of it, the importance of it when I was at CIA, both on the offensive cyber side and defensive cyber side. The really sort of incredibly challenging work that operators go through protecting the network and protecting our system. We are in a shadow war, cyber war, 24/7, 365. It's not a made up threat. We're not having to create some sense of FOMO or drama here. This is real. And it's in the news every day. I'll be really open with you. I have a huge issue with imposter syndrome, right? Fear is a driving motivator for me. One thing I will say too, when I look at what it's been like to build a startup and raise capital and partner with investors, be in that venture startup technology ecosystem. One trait I've noticed amongst very successful people with whom I've had the opportunity to spend time is a lifelong sense of intellectual curiosity. They're passionate learners. And these are people who are multi-billionaires. They could just be surfing in Belize or skiing in St. Moritz and doing other things, but they're passionate learners. You have to really try to find the right 5% of information that you're pursuing as an executive or as a leader. I think over time, there's been a trust deficit in some areas between potential customers and vendors. So I want to make sure that I'm spending real time staying close to my customers' evolving pain points. The best of what I saw in CIA was where diverse teams came together, united by a mission that mattered and solved hard problems together. I think me approaching with a lot of humility, people like you and others who've been in the cybersecurity space, and me recognizing that I have a lot to learn and I would do well to listen. There's no quest here to automate cybersecurity professionals away. Rather, we look at it and say, we want to put the human at the helm, the ability to apply human judgment and follow investigative pathways. Our goal here and our intent on day one with our customers is to really abstract their operators out of what we look to as that toil, that code generation is massively important and noble work. I have these exquisite suites of tools that do all the things, but they're sort of a series of blinking boxes and red lights flashing and alarms going off. You're looking at someone saying, I'm asking you to trust us, not just this team or our approach to the technology, but in some ways, a very new application of technology, an AI workflow that is going to be new to you. We need to batten down the hatches. And AI is one of those opportunities that can be leveraged and woven across our defensive infrastructure to help.
Now, one last question for those looking to advance their cybersecurity careers. There's a lot of interest in the space, but then there's also complaints of a lack of being able to get interviews or layoffs on the same front.
Ultimately, cybersecurity is about human decision making and human risk management. And there are human beings who have to be in that process as operators, as decision makers, as risk managers. I think persistence, resilience matters. I would say, keep pushing on stuff that you're interested in. This industry is evolving very, very quickly. And I know like within our company, we're always looking for people who are problem solvers.